And he woke up. Man, I had this weird dream where I was in a mall, and there was this hot chick that was kind of a girl, but kind of a... Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going? What's up, ma'am? Goodbye.
Mademoiselle?
Woo, woo, woo. Time to save people.
You can't insult an old woman by calling her young, but you can insult a young woman by calling her old.
True. True that. We are ageist.
Yes. You know, as you go throughout the game, it's like the game cannot decide how big Frank West's head really is.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Once you start putting on, like, fucking masks and helmets, it just stops mattering. What up? What up, old man?
Have you seen my wife?
No.
I like how you can see the zombies outside.
Yeah, it's nice. And you can't see very far, but you can see them.
Like, there's one there. There's one there.
That'd be great, Philip. My name's Jeff Meyer, by the way. Not like it'll matter. Frank, I'm a journalist. Thank you. And I will take this golf club.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, dude. I was so I was testing some things out as I was trying to play this game, and dude, the survivors are so fucking stupid. Like at one point you said you had this you like we were doing something and you were like, oh, if it was me, I would have, instead of taking these people to safety, I would have like grouped them together and taken them all at the same time. And like I did something similar to that, and like I ended up killing them.
Oh really?
They ended up dude. They can barely make it to the hordes. Like the less people you have, the better. Too many people and they get hooked. They get stuck on things. Okay, I just gotta get ready. Oh, dude, there are some moments like this in the game that are bullshit. Like, they're almost impossible. I saved these two Japanese dudes, and they, like, bow to me, and like they do it so fast, there's almost no time to take a picture of it.
Oh, man.
You have to know it's coming and be ready for it. It is fucking garbage. Alright, let's go.
Yep.
Let's go, you guys. I'll take your security and follow me.
Like, which one's the man, which one's the woman?
Get in here. Come on. There we go. They're running. And then I can be like, come on. Also, I guess, also spamming that is bad. They get confused. Point per street. When the PP base things levels up. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know that. You get more abilities, attack, speed, throw, item, stock. Yeah.
You mastered the jump kick skill.
I wonder how many people out there watching this haven't played this game who have wanted to. Like, the amount of people who haven't played it, but like not through a fault of this game looks stupid, but through just for whatever other reason.
Just one of those things they let it slip through the cracks.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to play this game,
but I just never got around to it. By the way, anybody who hasn't played Dead Rising and is wondering if you can just start playing Dead Rising 2, yes, just start playing that one. It's totally fine. There's literally no reason, there's nothing about that game that will confuse you.
Yeah. And back to sleep.
Yes, I'm just gonna save real quick, because, this is the only... if we fuck up, it would be nice to, come back here instead of, all the way back.
Just a clean slate.
Yeah, it would just be nice. You were saying?
Yeah. Is that the only save point, or is there a bathroom save point here, too?
Bathroom save point here? No, just this. This is the only save point.
Oh.
This is the unique save point for here. In Dead Rising 2, it's all bathrooms. In Dead Rising 2, the main area that's very similar to this has a bathroom, and you save there. Okay. So, they got rid of that, unique point, and they were like, why do you have that? Just, it should always be a bathroom. That seems... I guess they felt it was confusing. Mm-hmm. You did... Oh, man. Do I want an apple? I do want an apple. No, I want creamer. Oh, what do I want? Shit. I looked up the recipes for the smoothies, too.
For the super drinks?
Yeah, and I can't remember now. I looked them up, but I can't remember them. And if I load them on my tablet, then we can't keep time of the episode. Too many problems.
First world problem.
I know. But yeah, I looked them all up, and they were... Some of them required things they required, you needed to mix, certain things. So, you need an apple, but, there's no apples in the main place, that we go to mix the drinks right now.
Oh, wow.
And I can't remember if I needed apple or if I needed coffee creamer. I think I needed both, but I don't remember now.
To make what? An apple milkshake?
No, but again, you mix things and they make weird things. If you can mix if you mix apples in creamer, you get a thing that makes you invincible. Or so it doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't. I'm not saying that that's true. But I'm saying that you get mixes that you don't expect. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily always mix it. But yeah, if you mix coffee and creamer, you get the quick step, which makes sense because coffee keeps you awake, so you move faster. Mm-hmm. But you get Spitfire if you do something. And it's they don't always make sense.
Okay.
corner, creeping around.
Zombies, huh? I had a feeling you'd show up.
I'm gonna beat the ever-living stuffing out of you. This fire extinguisher.
I'll show you, you wise guys.
Come here, you Zedhead. Ready for it?
Oh,
Yeah!
bash her brains in. Have to explain it later.
I thought she was a zombie.
Don't sneak up on me.
I located him on the monitor.
Oh, my ankle. I like how much her ankle twists in that shot.
Or he's
Like
Oh.
it's like, did you snap your ankle? Because it looks like shit.
Come on. I'm the reason you just got hurt. Let me help.
No, I can't let a civilian do that. That's against
Oh.
regulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose regulations?
The OGA,
Ah, the OG what now?
the other government agency.
Ah, okay.
You know how to use
Is that from something?
No, that's like the slang term for like all those
Okay,
shadow
all the
organizations.
all the other bullshit.
Yeah. So they just group them under OGA. Like, I'm from the OGA.
We're the other guys.
Yeah.
CIA, no. FBI, no. We're the other. It's just like, oh, okay.
Helping you and I
I should not be here right now.
chat.
Why hasn't somebody made that movie?
The other guys.
No, not the other guys, but like, not the other guys have been made. But I'm thinking OGA.
OGA.
Like, why not make that movie? Why not make a poor man's MIB? Like, why not do that?
It's just them constantly walking around. It's like, well, no, we're
We're
the other guys.
We're the other guys. But like, yeah, that could be in the trailer. Like, two guys, like, it could just follow these guys in suits who like they are part of like, and it's like, but it's like not like the MIB. It's not like, you know, like, oh, all these crazy bullshit. It's like, it's just them dealing with all the shit the other agencies don't want to deal with. It's not that they're special or better or have like a better ability. It's just like there needs to be stuff for like someone to do.
They're the pension workers.
They're like, you know, like when in Hot Fuzz, when Nicholas Angel starts like goes to the small town for the first time, and he's just like tracking down the goose, and he's, you know, like he's just doing all this
This busy work.
It's like that. It's like all these highly trained, like, or maybe not highly trained, maybe they're just all shitheads. But like the whole movie is just them doing all the crap that the FBI and CIA don't want to do, but then something happens where like they get called in to do some bullshit. That's way above their pay grade.
This sounds like a movie that I've either seen or heard of before.
Maybe it is, or maybe it could be. I think I want to mix creamer and orange juice. I think that's what I want to make. Yes! Quick step. It's like the only way to get quick step right now is with these two things. Quick step is like one of the most useful things in the whole game. Quick step, and then the one that the green one, I think you need cabbage to make it. It makes you invincible for like 10 seconds.
Untouchable?
No, untouchable is different. Untouchable means that zombies can't grab you. But they can't grab you, but they can still hurt you if they hit you. I am literally talking about one that once you have it, once you
dun 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 dun.
yeah,
dun.
but you can still be knocked down, which is actually a bigger concern than getting hurt. If that makes sense. It's weird. It says freefall achievement unlocked. Is that a real achievement? Like, did I just unlock? Like, is it like in the early days of achievements where the game didn't know whether or not it should also tell you about them?
Maybe.
You know, you get me?
Yeah, no, it's like, because most times now they just have the,
Yeah, well, the thing didn't pop because, like, I played this game, like, even though I erased the save file, the achievements still stay from my profile. So, it's one of those things where any achievements I popped them already for this early part of the game. So I'm wondering if that was a real achievement or if, like, they didn't understand what achievements were. I don't know. This game did have achievements because this game has the achievement that, you know, supposedly broke everybody's Xbox.
oh, leaving it on?
The 7-day survivor or whatever, like leaving the console on for that long, like, is the thing that caused for a lot of people the red light of death, or supposedly people have said is the thing that caused the red light of death.
The red ring, yeah.
Don't know if it's true.
No. Haven't heard about that in a while.
No, well, no, nothing. These consoles have been fine because last generation they were so prevalent. Like you've heard about that, right? Like the Xbox One, they've opened it up. It's 60% air. Like people talk about it's so big, and you open it up, and it's like it didn't need to be that big. Most of that space is for cooling.
It's just for airflow.
It could actually be way smaller, but they were afraid to.
Because of the whole thing that happened with the Red Ring of Death.
And people think that like an Xbox One Slim is actually not too far in the future.
That makes sense.
Although it's one of the things where like it probably is farther than a lot of people are guessing.
Yeah.
People think it's coming like next year. It's like probably for like not another 3 years. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. Aw.
It's really hard to control. It doesn't work. It doesn't control exactly how you think it would.
You don't just push it?
You do push it, but it's you have to hold B down and then you turn and it's like inverted. It's weird. It doesn't control as smoothly as one would think. Oh shit, boss fight to begin with. I forgot.
Oh.
This game I think this game might have too many boss fights.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe not too many, but they're all like you don't feel like you get a break from them.
You're just pretty much hopping from boss fight to boss fight?
Some of them are optional. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, because you're like, no, I'm gonna.
I feel like I'm just running to every boss fight, and it's just like, God damn, give me a break. Like, well, then don't do it. No, but I want to like get the ending.
Okay, so then do the things. No, I just want the ending.
Damn it.
Which I've noticed in certain free-to-play games.
You know how to use that gun?
I've noticed the trend.
You mean pay to win?
No, they're not always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in the ones that are considered pay to win is it's like you have this part of the game that you need to complete to get this item.
Mm-hmm.
But for the low price of $10, you can pay to have this part of the game unlocked and just buy the item.
Yes.
And I don't really think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like,
All right.
okay, business drives innovation
Reloads.
in that we want
I'll lay down a suppressor
money,
fire.
and when we do something that gives us money, we try to think of new ways to get said money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you do stuff like that with monetization of games, you're not really focusing on making better games so much as making a more
profitable game.
And in that case, it's less game design and more psychology. It's more
Yes.
like, what will people pay money for?
It's one of those things where my bar for it is actually way lower than yours, which is like it's like that's how I feel sometimes about like just like MMOs. Like I get that way about something like World of Warcraft, and that's nothing in comparison to like the stuff that you're talking about.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like.
You know, but my bar for that is like way like lower than yours.
Okay,
I don't tolerate it. I have very low tolerance for it to begin with. Mm-hmm. You have a slightly higher one, so like the fact that you're saying it is like it must be kind of bullshit.
Yeah. All right. So wait. So you think World of Warcraft is pay to win?
No, not pay to win, but like in the sense of like it's a game that you need to pay it to play it. So there's a lot of psychology and how do we get these people. Like it's one thing you sell a $60 game because people buy it, and whether or not they enjoyed it doesn't really matter because you already made their money.
Right.
The only thing is resale of like if we want them to buy the next one, we can't burn them on this. But with something like Warcraft, it's like they have to continually get you to every, or anything. I'm using Warcraft because it's the the popular standard.
It was one of the most prevalent.
Yeah,
games.
it's like if we want you to pay $15 a month, we either have to do something so exceptionally good that it's so worth $15, but that might cost a lot of money and take a lot of time. So instead, create something that has a rhythm to it where you get lulled in and you just don't want to stop playing.
Right.
Which is the way like a lot of like MMOs in like Korea and Japan will do, where like people, it's just a game that's all about opening little chests and getting prizes, and people can't stop playing it. Mm-hmm. And that's the simplified version of it.
Well, in that sense, that's tapping into people's. That's like tapping into the same part of the brain that deals with gambling addiction. Really.
Exactly. But exactly, that's what these people it's a lot of times mobile games.
Did you just throw a grenade?
He did.
Threw a grenade.
A lot of times it's mobile games, but with these games, the ones you're talking about, where you have to pay to unlock this, pay online, like they are utilizing that, like a game like Simpsons Tapped Out, or games of that nature, where it's like you gotta buy a lot of fucking donuts before you get everything fucking unlocked.
Right.
And if you have a compulsion to get everything, you're gonna pay that money. Those games are very dangerous for certain people, and it raises the question, like, should the person making that game be responsible for the psyche of the person playing it? That's kind of like I don't know. Should they? Should they have to account for every person who plays that game? And if the person might be someone who's easily addicted to things, is that really their business? But when they start making a model that is exploiting that, I think it's different.
Yeah.
where they're exploiting the people who they know can't help but buy everything. But you know what games doing that?
Which game?
The new Assassin's Creed.
What, Unity?
Yeah. If you you can actually pay to you son of a bitch. You can actually pay to unlock stuff in the game as opposed to playing the game. So
you're kidding me.
no, that's the new thing, and it's one of those things where some people are like, I told you it would happen.
Well,
You said I was crazy. You said that mainstream games would never adopt this model, but here we are. But it is true. So basically, the idea, the way they, and again, there's a way that the companies word it, and the way they word it is like, some people are busy and they don't have time to invest in a 30-hour game. So for those people, if they want to just unlock everything from the get-go, they can pay to do that. And that's basically the idea is, not that that it's not stuff that you can't unlock. It's all stuff that you can get by playing the game normally. But if you can't wait for it and you want it now, you can pay to either, I don't know if it's unlocking the locations or if I think it's just unlocking the abilities. Mm-hmm. And that's something people have complained about. Like some people were saying with Assassin's Creed, they were like, listen, I'm not crazy about the story of Assassin's Creed. I just like the gameplay. I would like it if you could just make it so that I can get all the abilities by playing side missions and ignoring the story. I would do that. And this feels like it's close, but it's no, you have to pay for it. People were hoping they would do this for free. You could just have the ability to unlock them by just doing bullshit.
Right.
But instead, it's it went the other way. Where instead of being for example, I'll use a great example for this, because we're kind of all over the place. In Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Yeah.
there's parts of the game where it's play the story to progress in the story to unlock this ability. Okay. So you'll want to do something for the ship and you literally can't. You cannot upgrade the ship any more than you have until you progress the story a little bit further. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people complain because they're like, I love riding around the ship and I love running around. I don't like the story. I don't like the story missions. I wish I wasn't forced to play the story to unlock the part of the game that I like more. And people were hoping that the game would segregate the story and the progression, so that you could play the side missions and unlock everything and never touch the story if that was how you so pleased. It turns out that now you can do that, but it costs a fee.
Yeah.
If you want to play it that way.
Sorry.
Now, here's the problem. Mm-hmm. Some people might be like, well, what's the problem? You don't have to pay that. If you've been playing the other games the exact same way, why do you care if someone else pays $20 or $30 or whatever to just unlock everything and do it? You don't have to do it. The reason is this. It's a theory. It's this thing that you can't shake. It's the thing that you form an assumption in these situations where what if the game designer designs the game in a way where it's just easier, where the game becomes harder in order to get you to buy the upgrade as opposed to earning it. And so basically, if the game plays, if the idea of unlocking the ability through money was secondary, if the game was designed the way it was designed, and then after the fact they said you can pay to unlock it, it's not a big deal.
No.
But if the game was designed around the idea that you can pay to unlock it, then they might make it so that it's harder to unlock the things, more of a pain in the ass to unlock the things, so that you say, fuck it, I'm going to unlock these things. I don't feel like doing this garbage.
Because this is ridiculous.
Now, we won't know if they did that. In fact, even when the game comes out and we've played it, we still won't know if they did that. Because it's perception. How hard the game is or how much bullshit there in the game is kind of subjective. Mm-hmm. How much of it you think is a grind, how much of it you think was fun. It can be different, vary from person to person.
And the only thing you'd really be able to compare it to would be the previous games, which isn't a fair standard because every generation of games is different.
So it becomes a thing where it doesn't matter whether they do it or not. It's when that seed gets planted in your brain. Mm-hmm. It's the thing of thinking oh, this guy's opinion is just bought and paid for. Once it becomes compromised, it doesn't matter whether it was or it wasn't. Once you sow that seed, it makes this distrust where you can't trust it anymore.
You're sure?
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where well, it's I know that this guy got paid to give this game a good review. What if everybody's doing it?
Right.
I can't trust anybody's review.
Nope.
Same thing with games. It's I can pay to unlock this thing, or I can just play the game. How do I know the game wasn't designed to force me to pay money? I can't know that, and now I can't shake that thought, and now I think the game's done that, even though I have no proof.
Yep.
And it makes you feel like you're fucking crazy.
Which leads to
Because you might be.
Yeah. which then you don't enjoy the game as much, and
The big culprit of this was what's that game? Dungeon Keeper.
yes,
You know, where they took the Peter Molyneux game and they made a new version of it for mobile phones, and the Nerd Cubed did a whole video about this, where he was like, I need to show you guys something, because fuck this, because he hates these microtransaction like bullshit. And this was like the ultimate example for him, where he's like, I'm not crazy, right? I know I'm severe about this, but even you guys who disagree with me have to agree a little bit about this.
right.
Like, you can't think this is okay. And he showed Dungeon Keeper, and he's like, so you tap this thing to, you know, dig up dirt to make more dungeons and blah, 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 blah. He's like, I can untap this piece of dirt, which will, and then in order to dig more dirt, I have to wait, you know, like 5 minutes or 30 seconds or whatever you have to wait. But in order to dig up this piece of dirt, I have to wait an hour. No, sorry, not an hour, sorry, 24 hours.
Oh, jeez.
It was 24 hours of real time. He was like, I had to look this up online to make sure it wasn't a glitch. Mm-hmm. He's like, I had to make sure that my game hadn't freaked out and it was a horrible, horrible glitch. Because I looked it up, and he looked, he's like, no, there are parts of the game where they actually expect you to wait 24 hours of real time in order to advance.
Yep.
And that is completely ridiculous.
Yes. The point, yeah, where you pay for a game that you want to play, and the way to advance through the game is by not playing it.
Yes, like he said, and he's like, and he's like, oh, and people out there might say, oh, whatever, you can just wait the 24 hours. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to pull the phone out of my pocket, press the button, and then put the phone back in my pocket, and wait till tomorrow? That's how I'm supposed to play the game?
That's not a game.
That's not a game. That's a daily chore.
Yes. Now, okay, so full disclosure, I kind of took a gamification course online.
Oh,
Oh yeah, a big spender, right? That's actually
I am certified to tell you that this is bullshit.
I wish. Oh man, that makes so.
I want that certification.
Right? It's like, I do this. You're a liar. You're a liar and a heathen. Wow.
Hey there. Yeah, you're saying, Mr. Gamificator.
Yes. That's actually an appointment mechanic. Oh, that's an interesting loading screen.
There's different ones throughout the game.
Yep. That's an appointment mechanic. That's not the theory behind that isn't and the theory behind that is you will play the game more if you have a reason to go in every day.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, I think Animal Crossing kind of works to that extent.
And the way they do it, how do they do it? The game plays normally, but once a day, you get a present, you get a gift, you get etc. And some games do it like, oh, you get this gift, and if you sign in tomorrow, you get the day 2 present. If you sign in the day after that, you get the day 3 present.
And the presents get progressively better and better.
Right.
As long as you don't break the cycle.
Exactly. And then it's like, oh, if you don't go for a day and then go back, it's like, oh, all right, I start off at day 1 again.
And you have to build it all over again.
But you know what you can do while that thing is resetting? You can play the game.
There's another part of the game that exists while you wait to do that stuff.
Exactly.
Exactly. And these games have done the thing you were saying before, is that they've stripped out the game and left only the psychology and the mechanics. They have removed the soul of the game.
Yes.
They have the skeleton of a game, but none of the fun, the soul, the smile, the cheer. It is just game mechanic.
Exactly.
You are paying for a mechanic.
Exactly. You're not even having the full game, because the full game for me is aesthetic interaction with dynamics.
Sure, but that's a really highfalutin way to say it, but
it looks pretty, it sounds pretty. You get to do stuff.
Well, subjectively pretty. You enjoy the way it looks.
Yeah.
Because what is pretty? Because some people think Minecraft looks like shit. It's one of those things where like it has to fulfill your aesthetic, whatever that is.
But it is an aesthetic. It is the aesthetic of Minecraft, and it's become its own thing. And it has to have dynamics. And for me, dynamics is there's a mechanic in the game that affects how you play based on how you interact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's take Dead Rising for example. The mechanic that in question is the photography. You can, at any point, take your camera, which I wish there was someone with a camera behind you right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're saying?
And you can
I'm just having fun. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is happening.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll talk more about game mechanics next time. See, a lot of people, I don't understand. A lot of people bitch about like achievements, like it's like, oh, professional like gameplay, which whatever the fuck that means. But professional Let's Players like turn the achievements off, and it's like, why? They're hilarious. I love when that happens. I will refuse to turn it off.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Anyway, next time talk about games. Hey, Bear Kid.